Gary Gensler apologized to XRP. XRP to $65,000. Bitcoin lost $2,000 in just a few hours. XRP is no exception, which has fallen by 20% over the past few days. But XP's failures are also related to the SEC's lawsuit against Ripple. But, as it became known, Ripple can count on the support of the US presidential administration. Welcome to the Rich Club channel. If you liked this video, don't forget to like it and subscribe to the channel. Giving away 500 XRP at the end of the week. One random subscriber will receive XRP coins. Take a look at the instructions in the comments section. All you need to do is write the word XRP, watch the video to the end, to like and subscribe. Do you think the analysts are right about XRP? Write the answers in the comments. With a number of solutions favorable to Ripple, there is growing excitement that the case will soon be closed. Supporters of XRP said that all recent decisions in the case indicate a weakening of all the main arguments of the SEC. Ripple's recent response to the SEC's proposal is also fueling optimism. In its latest document, Ripple responded to the SEC's motion for a partial review and clarification of the court's decision on the privilege of the deliberative process, DPP. In fact, the SEC asked the court to allow the submission of additional documents in support of the claims that Bill Hinman's speech in 2018 should be covered by the DPP. In its response, Ripple claimed that the SEC was seeking a rework only to overturn a previous court decision. The Securities and Exchange Commission's proposal is an inappropriate attempt to remake the case simply because it is unhappy with the court's ruling on its previous briefing, the statement said. He added that the SEC wanted to change course even after swearing that Hinman's speech was his personal opinion. Ripple noted that the SEC seems to be arguing that speech should fall into an administrative twilight zone somewhere between personal opinion and agency policy. XRP supporters welcomed such clear responses from Ripple's legal team. The XRP community also continues to point out possible compromises in the SEC's handling of XRP and Ethereum. They claim that the SEC has reached the end of the line, as all the evidence suggests that the Commission will not be able to prove wrongdoing on the part of Ripple executives. The SEC cannot cope with its burden in any way. The Securities and Exchange Commission must prove that the two executives really knew that XRP was a security, or else they were reckless without knowing about it, said popular XRP advocate John Deaton recently. Deaton also recorded some incriminating evidence against the SEC. Deaton claims that former SEC Chairman Jay Clayton, as well as Bill Hinman, had very obvious connections with key players associated with the Ethereum blockchain. These connections played a role in the development of the SEC's decision to name XRP a security and file a lawsuit against Ripple. Confirming this, he presents several examples that show that before 2020, the SEC had no clarity as to whether XRP was a security or not. Recent court decisions have tended in favor of Ripple. Last week, Judge Annalisa Torres rejected a motion by the U.S. Securities and Exchange Commission to provide a response in support of a motion to remove Ripple's protection with fair notice. Prior to that, the XRP community also welcomed the disclosure of two Ripple memoranda. These notes clearly show that XRP is not a security, as stated by Ripple's general counsel Stu Alderoty after their autopsy. Ripple supporters have become more confident of victory as the ongoing lawsuit continues to make headlines even after 13 months. The effects are visible on the web. Despite the tense structure of the market, activity does not decrease. On February 24, District Judge Torres gave a simple one-word response denied to a motion by the U.S. Securities and Exchange Commission to file a harsh response. This was one of the most important cases in the lawsuit, as the crypto community considers it a step towards Ripple's victory. While the entire community welcomed this rebuttal, XRP investors were already optimistic about Ripple's victory. Regardless of the market conditions in December and January, they continue to be more active. Transactions on the network that were affected earlier in May 2021 have changed. 10 days ago, he crossed the 2 million mark. Although this number has since dropped to 1.69 million, investors may linger in this area, given the prevailing uncertainty. This is also confirmed by the presence of investors in the market, which peaked at 163,000 at the end of January. These active addresses also dropped to 93K at their lowest level, but seem to have risen again in the last 48 hours. Also, investors who have left may be interested in coming back, despite a 45.16% drop. See XRP price action image. XRP is keeping its value from falling into a bearish zone. The MVRV coefficient shows that XRP, despite fluctuations in the bearish neutral zone, managed to stay above 1.0, which could be a significant support in attracting investors. This is crucial as the growth of the XRP network has been declining for several months. So this indicates that user acceptance has also declined. A 10.54% increase on February 25 will play an important role if it can reliably position itself above $0.7551. Ripple, XRP, has recently been in the news due to an ongoing lawsuit with the Securities and Exchange Commission, SEC, and the use of two recently published legal memoranda. Defense attorney James K. Phelan recently informed members of the XRP community that Ripple has filed an objection to the SEC and Judge Netburn's decision on deliberative process privilege, DPP. The SEC wants to force the company to hand over the recordings made by Matthew Estabrook, an advisor to former SEC Commissioner Elad Roisman. However, Phelan notes that the SEC is simply looking for a redo. Ripple and individual defendants have filed an objection to the SEC's motion for a partial review and clarification of Judge Netburn's DPP decision, noting that the SEC is simply seeking a redo. Mr. Phelan wrote, #XRP community #SECGov versus #Ripple #XRP Ripple and individual defendants have filed their objections to the SEC's motion for partial review and clarification of Judge Netburn's DPP decision, noting that the SEC is simply seeking a redo. The release of the initial application from February 2012 and the second memorandum became a convincing argument in favor of the fact that the planned tokens would not be subject to federal securities laws. The company outlined how it achieved its leadership by winning one battle in the court of public opinion. The aforementioned recordings, made during a meeting between Elad Roisman and Brad Garlinghouse in 2018, became known in January 2022, when Estabrook was cleaning his desk, preparing for his departure from the SEC. Prior to that, Ripple filed a request to force the SEC to hand over the Estabrook banknotes after the agency demanded DPP and refused to hand them over to the company. The live XRP price today is $0.88 with a 24-hour trading volume of $3,740,000,000. We update our XRP to USD price in real time. XRP is down 0. Do you think XRP will be able to win the court and restore its former price? Write the answers in the comments. That's it for today. Thank you for watching this video to the end. If you liked it, then don't forget to like it and subscribe to the channel.